Moment's notice with only the clothes on your back and no chance to say goodbye to much of your family or your friends. This is what happened to Husnia and her family. And while they are incredibly grateful to be safe here in Louisville, they are still dealing with the trauma of that experience. For most of us, this scene unfolded like a movie. It's been 1 year since the Taliban regained control in Afghanistan, and thousands risked everything to get out.
But I hope that one day we could go back, maybe just once.
With that U.S. affiliation, there was a very real threat, a desperate attempt to get evacuated.
Husnia is the only one in her family who speaks English. We also spoke with her mother Shama and father Mohammed through an interpreter, and are only using their first names for security reasons.
That I would leave my uncle, my cousins, my aunts, and my friends. That was an awful feeling. That like the time you don't. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's a hard thing to talk about. Mohammed worked for the U.S. government in Afghanistan, and when Kabul fell to the Taliban, they had to go or risk being killed.
I hadn't the chance that say goodbye with my uncle. My uncle is like my second dad. I love him so much. I had no chance to say goodbye to him.
They almost gave up after 3 unsuccessful attempts to get to the Kabul airport. Then, in one of the last U.S. evacuation attempts last August, they got the call, be ready to go. What followed was getting past a Taliban checkpoint, a trip to Qatar, more than a month in Germany, and then several more months at a U.S. military base in New Mexico. In January, they arrived in Louisville, one of 300 Afghans resettled by Kentucky Refugee Ministries.
It was a crazy time, but we're just very thankful that we could be a part and support and care and just welcome these people that were coming.
Husnia and her father both found jobs. They send all their extra money back home to family members struggling in Afghanistan.
We can help them, because if we were there were no work, we will be starving.
They keep in contact through FaceTime and social media, and the daily life they describe is devastating. The country faces economic collapse and food shortages.
A lot of depression, scaring that going outside and worrying that maybe some random Talib came and arrest you with no reason. Everything is expensive. No incomes. They have to cover their faces with masks, just they can show their eyes.
Husnia will also soon be going to college in Louisville and is grateful for her family's safety and hopeful of a bright future here in the U.S. But she also hopes that one day she'll be able to go home.
I know that one day I can go and meet them.
Kentucky Refugee Ministries anticipates to be resettling Afghan families for the foreseeable future. Lindsay Allen, WDRB News.